What's going on? This is Ryan with Automatic Comics, and up next we are going to check out what I just got in this gigantic box. Hopefully it's something pretty cool. So let's check this out. All right, so before we get started, please remember to hit that like button and hit the subscribe button if you'd like to see more content like this. So that's the thing, I don't know exactly what is in this box. I have an idea what one of the things that's in here, and it is definitely comic related, something used for comics, but I don't know what all is in here. And so what this is if you watch my channel, follow me on Instagram, you know that there is a new pricing platform that's coming out called Fanalytics, and they are a new sponsor for the channel. Now, this isn't something that they gave me for being a sponsor or anything like that. They had a competition recently that was based around the Heritage comic auction. And if you watch my channel, you know that, I do a lot of pricing with comics with the Heritage auctions. And what this was they had a post on their Instagram, and there were 5 books that they put on there for the Heritage auction that was coming up. And basically what you had to do was you had to put your guess in on what you thought the final sales price would be for those 5 books combined with buyer's premium and everything. So like the final price that somebody would pay to Heritage for that book. And so you had to put your guesses in 2 days beforehand, because I had one of my buddies was like, oh, how convenient that, that you won this. I have no advantage in this. This was just, you had to turn your guesses in 2 days before the auction started. And so no advantage for me, but other than the fact that I price a ton of books that come up for sale on Heritage. As maybe that was a little bit of an advantage, but still, you never really know how these things are going to sell. So I'll show a picture of the post that they had that was for this, because they're going to be doing other giveaways and competitions like that. So make sure to go and follow them on Instagram. I'll put the link to Fanalytics Instagram page in the description of this video. Also, like I said, they've got their new pricing service that's coming out, so make sure you go and sign up for their beta release, which is in May. So for those 5 comics, I guessed that the final sales price for all of them would be $118,150. Final sales price for all 5 was like $123,000, I think maybe in change, or around $123,000 exactly. I was the closest one. It wasn't closest without going over, it was just closest to that number, and they sent me this gigantic box. So let's cut this thing open, let's check out what's in here. Let's see, here. And, all right, I think we're good. Yes, there we go. I don't have enough space right here in this like little spot right here, and this box is a little larger than a normal comic box that I would open. All right, so okay, so I knew this was part of it. This is really cool, and I've seen these before. I've never throw that out of the way. I've never had one before. All right, so what this is this is one of these comics like carrying cases. So typically from what I've seen, what they're originally designed for is for like carrying, like putting like a pistol and, that kind of thing in these. And, but people have like repurposed them or come up with new ways to use them for transporting comic books. And so inside of it, there will be like foam that's cut in the shape. So you can see it's like this. There'll be foam that's cut in the shape and size of a comic book, and a slabbed comic book, and they fit tightly in there. So if you're traveling, say going to a con, you have expensive books that you are worried about them shifting around in luggage or anything like that, you can put them in something like this, and they should be secure and safe. Then you can also see it's got these on the corners, which you can use like for locks and that kind of stuff. So let's see if I get this right. So we pop these little clips on the end here, and oh man, that is awesome. Okay, so there's actually a comic in here too. So I didn't know that was coming. I had a good idea that this was in here. I did not know I'd be getting a comic book as part of this as well. So here's the I'll show that in just a second. So here's the pamphlet on Fanalytics. That's going to be their website. Here's the QR code if you want to scan the QR code to go there. And here we've got all the information about Fanalytics. And that's crazy, because that's, if you just watched my video on my big trade that I did, this is the 8.0 that I was talking about, the Promise Collection 8.0. I was the one that I traded my 6.5 as part of that trade. And so that is, yeah, make that book even more, even more expensive now, now that I don't have it. But yeah, so this is the information about Fanalytics. You know, like I said, make sure to go follow them on Instagram and sign up for their beta release. And now let's check out this awesome book that's in here. Yeah, that is killer. So here, I'll show you first. Like, this is what the inside looks like. So it fits, you know, it's designed to fit a slabbed comic book. And the slabbed comic book that they put in here with it was this Forbidden Worlds number 7, 1952 Ken Bald cover. I mean, super cool, you know, like pre-code horror type cover. You've got like a vampire fighting. It looks like kind of like a zombie / werewolf. I mean, that is awesome. I mean, yeah, thank you very much for this. Super excited about this. This is incredible to have gotten this as part of this, you know, this competition, this first competition that they did, you know, this giveaway that they did. So make sure to go follow them on Instagram and turn on the notifications so that whenever they do any other type of giveaways, stuff like this, you'll have an opportunity, you know, maybe win something awesome like this. So yeah, I had actually brought a couple other books over here because I didn't realize I'd get a comic book in here. So I was going to kind of show how these would fit in here. So one of the other books that I have is this. But some stuff that, you know, is pretty cool. It deserves to be put in a case like this. We got this Famous Funnies number 213. This was the final book that I needed for, you know, putting together my collection of the Famous Funnies around the Frank Frazetta run. And so what you do is you've got the, you know, the case here, and I'll put it in here and then you can see what it looks like on the bottom. So now you've got this book that's in the case, and you can just stack them in the case like this, and they're all secure in there. And I got some other books too. So let's see how many books can fit in here. We've got a Batman number 181, first appearance of Poison Ivy. We got this awesome pre-code horror skull cover, Beyond number 25. One of the coolest covers from that run. 25 and 27, in my opinion, best two covers from that run. And we've got this Batman number 17, World War II Bonds cover. We still got space. Then we have Avengers number 4 in a 5.0 signed by Stan Lee. You know, so first Silver Age appearance of Captain America. Still got space. I'll start pulling books off the shelf behind me. And we got Amazing Spider-Man number 6 in a 2.5, first appearance of the Lizard. And now, you know, that has us at the top here, but there's actually, you could technically fit even more because there's a cutout on the top as well. So here I have 7 books that's just up to the top, and it looks like I could probably fit another 3. So I'd say on the top end, because I would actually put the bags in here. I just wanted to show the book. So I'd put the bags in so it's a little tighter and all that. But probably at least 9 books, if not 10 books, should fit inside this case. So you can bring a lot of stuff, you know, with you if you're going and you're planning on trading or whatever you're going to do when you're traveling with, you know, a case like this. And so yeah, that is just the awesome giveaway they got as part of this, that Forbidden Worlds, which is incredible. And then this, you know, this comic carrying case got the Fanalytics logo on it. So make sure to go follow them on Instagram, sign up for their beta release, and keep an eye out for any other future giveaways, announcements, videos, everything else that they've got coming up. Because like I said, beta release comes out in May. If you'd like to watch some of my other videos, I've got, you know, more videos over here. Subscription button is right here, and I will see you in the next video.